And okay, I'm going to do a 2-minute soapbox here. Just, I'm warning you guys. If you need to leave, if you have an appointment, go. Because this is obviously today's topic. This is about yoga therapy being part of the CAM conversation that's going on, the complementary and alternative medicine conversation.
And it's very present.
It's very present, and it's, you know, it's like, woo-woo, we're finally part of the CAM conversation, and, you know, yoga is finally on the threshold of becoming a recognized, respected, researched, funded part of healthcare delivery.
Certain insurance companies pay for yoga.
Certain insurance companies pay for yoga. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, that is such a great system. I so want to be part of that. You know, he said with irony dripping out of his mouth. It's like Tom Myers was here once and we talked about this, and he said, you know, that's sort of like handcuffing yourself to the railing of the Titanic. You know, why would you want to do that? Now, this is about people having access, okay? The usual argument in favor of us going that route and becoming accredited in our training and licensed in our practice and all of that is so that we are now embraced in the warm, enfolding arms of mainstream healthcare delivery, so that we are recognized by the insurance companies as practitioners who are worthy of receiving third-party reimbursement for our services. And this, it is argued, is necessary if we want to give people full access to what we do, because we will get more referrals from doctors, and people will come and they will pay with their insurance money, and everyone will be happy, right? That is such utter bullshit that I don't even have enough time to go into all of the ways that is wrong, okay? The main thing I will say, if it's about access, if that's the argument, if it's the altruistic argument about getting what we do, which we recognize as valuable, we have a natural desire to want to share it with the world. I understand that. And we want people who don't ordinarily have access to what we do to have access. They may be of different socioeconomic status. They may be living in different parts of the world where there aren't so many yoga centers. Maybe they can't afford an $80 pair of Lululemon yoga pants, you know, or a $50 mat or something, and we want to bring it out there to them. You know, we're feeling a little guilty about being such a privileged demographic that's represented in these surveys of people that are doing yoga. We want to go into other environments and offer it. That is great, that is fantastic, that is wonderful. And people in our field are extremely big-hearted and very generous, and I don't know anyone, and I know a lot of people who run yoga centers who don't have some sort of existing initiative or effort or program where they go out and they bring it somewhere, or they accept people into their place who can't necessarily afford to pay, who have a sincere interest, you know, who are allowed to take class in exchange for, you know, mopping the floor or folding the blankets or something like that. This is what we do. We are generous people, you know, and if it's about people having access, don't put yourself through the meat grinder of government regulation and third-party reimbursement and all of that bullshit just so you people can have access. Go out and give it away. Give it away. It's called charity. It's called generosity. It's called the free market, meaning keep yourself free of all that other nonsense so that you can charge what the market will bear for your services from the people who can afford it, and you take that money that those people who can afford are paying you, and you fund your generosity in other directions. It is very direct, it's very clean, okay, and it's voluntary. That's the main point I'm making. It's voluntary, it's not forced. Because as soon as you get the government involved with licensing and all of that, it's no longer voluntary. There is government force behind these laws, and that will make anyone who doesn't play by that system an outlaw. And why would we do that? We already are reaching out. We already are successful in offering what we have to the general public, who are perfectly willing to pay for it, you know, out of their own pockets. Out of their own pockets. This isn't expensive compared to going to a doctor. It will be more expensive if we start behaving like doctors, because then we'll have to hire a whole staff to file the paperwork and chase down the reimbursements and be on the phone, you know, all day long saying, where's that check you promised? Anyone that has worked in the system knows what it's like to deal with third-party reimbursement. It is a nightmare. The best practitioners are moving away from that. The best doctors here in New York, people ask me, they say, who should I go to for my knee? I know who the best person is to fix your knee, but you know what? He's going to make you pay cash. And he's going to make you chase after your insurance reimbursement, because he does not want to deal with that nonsense. And he's able to because he's the best, and people will go to him and pay out of their pocket because they want the best health care. So, you know, this whole conversation is very wrong-headed, and it feeds into why I don't like to call what we do therapy. I don't call myself a yoga therapist. Yoga educators. You know, and if we do get into the mainstream, it should be through universities. We should have university-based degree programs in what we do, graduate with your bachelor's or master's or PhD in yoga, and then be an educator and go and just, you know, offer it. And that's my rant for the day. Yeah, but this is education. It is, you know, and there may be a therapeutic outcome from how we work with people in an educational way, but again, it's a reminder of who we are. We are having relationships. That's what we're good at. We're good at building relationships between our students and ourselves, and between our students and themselves. And any third party that interposes itself into that relationship is going to destroy the essence of who we are and what we do. And I've been fighting against this for the last few decades, and I'll continue to fight against it. And I'm on record again and again as saying that this is wrong and we should not pursue it. So that's my rant for today. Thank you very much. I'll see you on YouTube, and I'll see you guys next week. Okay, thanks.